So stitch this with something you wish you knew in your 20s or advice you have for someone in their...
I don't even know where to start. Your 30s are so much better than your 20s. So let me tell you what you guys have to look forward to. Your 30s are filled with confidence, like an insane amount of confidence. You really don't care what other people think of you. You love your body. You have more money. You don't seek anyone else's approval. You realize life is not about finding a man, and that it's about finding yourself. My best advice to you on how to get there. Know now that there is no dream job. There is no dream man. There is no dream life scenario. Life is what you make it. Things can change. You don't have to be married by 30. You don't have to have kids by 30. You don't even have to get married. And if you're married, you don't have to stay married. There are really no rules. There's no playbook. You're on the right path. Just know that.
This has got to be the most extreme example of somebody who is coping in life. And this is why, if you're a female in your 20s, you should never take advice from a female in her 30s who is still single and is clearly not happy. Not even once in this chick's rant, right? Not once did she smile. Did she look happy? Does that chick look happy to you? Right? Does she look like, if you were a female, does she look like the type of person whose life you would want? That chick sounds miserable, right? That chick sounds miserable. And here she is talking about, oh, your 30s are so much better than your 20s. No, first, you don't care what people think. You're more confident. You're secure in your body. You have more money. You know, and it's just the common rant I see with a lot of these leftover females. That's what they call them, right? That's what they're calling them these days. These leftover females over the age of 30 who never settled, who never found their dream man, who never found happiness. This is the type of coping mechanism they use, right? They basically delude themselves into feeling that they're happy when really they're not. And you know what? This isn't just me saying this, but the statistics will back me up on this. This is why the older a female gets, you know, especially being single, the more she's going to be taking antidepressants, the more she's going to be seeing a therapist, the more emotional baggage she's going to have, the less likely she is to find happiness in a relationship the older she gets. So this chick is completely just backwards rationalizing her poor decisions that she made in her own life, and she's giving this advice to some young impressionable 20-year-old girl, right? 20-something girl. And this is why I tell like the few female followers who watch my stuff, don't listen to your female besties, those besties you have, or even your female relatives, right? Because in many cases, those chicks will try to sabotage you, especially if you are a pretty girl, right? A lot of these chicks don't like you pretty girls. They don't like you pretty girls because they think you're, you know, you're like getting away with murder out there, and you get to date all the hot guys and you get to live the lifestyle. And so they rather sabotage you than help you, than give you good advice. So for this 30-something broad that is like giving this 20-year-old like horrific life advice, I'm just gonna say she's completely wrong with basically everything she said. I mean, even the fact that she said there's no such thing as a dream job. Yes, there is. A lot of people find their dream job, okay, if you look hard enough. I mean, I had a lot of jobs that I completely despised growing up, right? Well, long before I had my business. Had a lot of jobs I despised. I never thought I'd find happiness with work. And then I got my job with the Fortune 100 company, right? And I mean, even looking back then, I felt like I was at my dream job. When I was working there, I was like, man, I'm happy here, right? I loved working, the people I worked with. I loved showing up to the office. I felt like I had my dream job. I was getting paid handsomely, right? I mean, I bought a top-down Mercedes in the first 6 months that I had been working there. I mean, you know, coming from being broke, I mean, that was quite an accomplishment. So I felt like I had my dream job. I was pretty happy there. So yes, you can find your dream job. And I eventually left to start my business, but that had nothing to do with my job. I didn't leave because I was miserable. I just left because I wanted to do bigger things with my life. But she was wrong. As far as finding your dream man, of course you can. Ask that to the women who've gotten married in their 20s and are happily raising children now in their 30s. Oh, she just wants to ignore them, right? She just wants to ignore them because she didn't get to experience that. She just reminds me of the burnouts in life who never accomplished anything, so they just want to make sure they piss on everyone else who's even thinking about trying. And then she went into how you don't care what people think of you, you have more money. And that's something that a lot of these modern females, these leftover females, tend to say is you have more money. They make everything about money. I make more money than him. Ooh, I have my own money. I don't need a man in all this. And you look at their aura, right? Just their overall vibe about them. And it's depressing, right? This chick, does she look like she would be fun to hang out with? I mean, even if you didn't want to date her, just as a female, does she look like she would be fun? No, she looks like a Debbie Downer, a negative Nelly. She just looks like a burnout, right? She just looks like she would be a party pooper. Oh my God. Oh, I've already done all that. Oh, it's so stupid. Oh, why even try? She's sounding like that. She's basically given up, right? She has basically given up. And she's trying to encourage women in their 20s to also wait till they're 30 and just give up. Can you imagine this chick being on some dating app talking about, I know myself, this is what I want. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what people think. Nobody wants to be around somebody like that. They're just no fun, right? I'm not even surprised she's still single. I'm not surprised at all. She's not a bad looking girl. I'm sure 10 years ago when she was in her early 20s, she was pretty attractive, right? And now she's losing those looks even more. But back in the day, she was pretty attractive. And even then, nobody wanted to put a ring on that finger, right? Nobody wanted to put a ring on her finger, probably because of her attitude, right? And now it's just gotten worse. It's gotten to the point now where she's just got that give-up-itis vibe, right? She's got that give-up-itis. I don't even like hanging around dudes like that. It's everything sucks. Everyone sucks. Life sucks. I don't like being around that, man. I'm a pretty positive, happy guy. I would just go nuts if I had to be alone in a room with this chick. I mean, she would just be like this the whole... even doing her little video, she's like, this is what it's like. You don't care. You're so much more confident in your body. You don't care what anybody else thinks. You make more money. Oh, the money. It's dude, really? Really? I'm guessing this chick is probably just working some decent job, right? I have a successful business. I'm doing pretty well. You barely ever hear me go, oh, you know what? The money. Whoo, yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my experiences, the options that the money allows me, the ability to travel, the ability to stay in Vegas for as long as I want, if I, or wherever I am, right? The ability to stay in, Hawaii if I wanted. I talk about the options of buying, the ability to buy DeLoreans, things like that. I'm not ooh, those greenbacks, man. Ooh, those fresh smell of money. It's not the money, it's the options. But this chick is just so beyond the point of no return. I have always equated these girls to vampires, right? The thing about vampires is they can't just go down by themselves, right? They will try to take you with them. If you ever try to kill a vampire, they will not go quietly. They will try to take you with them. No different than a feminist or a chick like this, a leftover woman, right? She's not going to try to encourage it a young 20-year-old girl to you know what, girl, I don't want you to be like me. I want you to find a high-value guy so you could be happy, raise a family, because statistically, you know what? Women are happier when they're in marriages and raising children and being in a family. So maybe you should do that. It's nope. Let me go ahead and sabotage her ass, right? Nope, girl, don't get married. Don't find a man. There's no such thing as a dream man. No such thing as a dream job. So forget chasing that corporate career too. And then you'll just realize when you're 30, you're more secure with your body. And it's really? You're more secure with your body as you get older? Because as a female, your boobs start to sag towards your stomach. You start to get a lot more wrinkles in the face. Your eyes start to sink in. Your hair starts to thin out. So that makes you more confident? How so? Right? And the fact that she's saying there is no such thing as this dream scenario with this dream relationship or anything like that, that's horrendous advice, because I've met a number of couples that are happily married, have a happy family. They couldn't imagine life without each other. They couldn't imagine life without their family. They're just happy people. They're not burnouts, man. I mean, this chick is just such a burnout. I mean, even listening to her rant was pretty depressing. Super depressing, but the chick is totally coping, right? This is what you call coping. She's not thriving in life. She wants you to believe she's thriving, but she's not. She is coping. Look at her energy levels. Her energy, I mean, her vibe alone speaks volumes, right? Her vibe alone speaks volumes. I mean, I'm older than her. You can see from my energy levels, I'm always positive. I'm excited. I'm always smiling too. Oh, by the way, I'm like, even when we do these serious topics, I always find like points where I can make jokes and I can kind of laugh, because I need that, right? I need to laugh. I need to have fun. I need to enjoy life. I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, this is what life is like when you hit your 30s. Oh yeah, so much more confident. There is no such thing as a dream man. Give that up. No such thing as a dream job. Give that up. No such thing as a dream scenario. Give that up. But you'll have more money. Have more money. And you'll feel secure. You won't care what people think, what you say, or what you do. You won't care what anybody has to say. I mean, to me, that just sounds like a person that nobody would want to be around. It just sounds like a person who's just too set in their ways. And this is why I personally don't like dating older women, because they become too set in their ways. They become too rigid in their thinking. They're no longer flexible. They're just not spontaneous anymore. They're no fun to be around. Right? It's like, hey girl, let's go take a trip this week. Well, I wasn't planning on it. I have to get 3 weeks advance notice because I really need to, I'm like, oh my gosh, can't you just go? It's like, yeah, they're just no fun. I guarantee you this chick is on dating apps too. It would be hilarious to see her dating profile, but not even gonna waste my time. Drop your comments below, guys. Let me know what you think of her little rant about her being so happy in her 30s, without a man, without a family, being a leftover woman. She's so happy and enjoying the life and enjoying those sweet dollars, isn't she? Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of her rant, as well as my retort to her rant. Love to see you guys in my comments. I'd love to read them. They're very entertaining. So I'll see you in my comments below. And with that said, I am going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton when you guys actually subscribe to my channel. So please make sure you're subscribed, and also feel free to share my coaching videos with other like-minded friends of yours who also want to become their best versions of themselves. Not only do I want you to subscribe, but I also want you to tell your friends about our channel and have them subscribe as well, so we can reach other men. Okay? And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the exact same type of women that myself and my students are out there cold approaching and bringing into our lives every single week. And I kid you not, guys, we're doing this every single week. We're doing this consistently, okay? Consistently. We're not having any dry spells or anything like that. We're doing this consistently. This is the absolute best way to support my work. And right now it's only $1. This is the absolute best way to support my work. So if you love what I do, if you love my content, if you love my DeLorean, I love this car, then jump into 7 Months of Mastery. It's really easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.